Good morning, ma'am. We're a group from CPA42 presenting our final output. Next page, please. In installation of DS, open natin yung server manager. Then we go from sa installation type, which we will click yung role-based or feature-based installation. Then click next. Ito din natin yan. We just click next. Local server yung i-click. Then we're gonna click our Active Directory domain services. Then click next. Next, yan. Tapos i-add, lalabas yung add features. Yung pagka-click ng add features, next. Then dyan may kita natin Active Directory domain services. Next lang ulit, default. Yan, may confirming our selections. If wala ka namang, if tama naman mga ginawa mo. Yung may kita mo din lahat dyan. Then if you confirm na okay naman, click next, ay install. May kita yung installation progress, then done na. So, in promoting domain controller, we just click yung exclamation dun sa gilid ng manage. Yan. Tapos, yan. Magka-pop up na yung deployment configuration, which ilalagay natin yung root domain name, which is dlscd.tcpet414.com. Click next. Diyan naman, as you can see, yung domain controller options, we just put our password. May kita din sa notepad. Then next, yung DNS options, default, which is, we just click next. Then we put our domain name, which is dlcd-tcpet414. Now for path, we just choose default, then click next. Yan, we review selections again, and if you are done and confirmed what you have done, we just click next. And in prerequisites checks, we had a setback and error, but we just added an admin password, which has the required security password checks. Then after that, finished na prerequisites check is done. We click install. Now, for creating organizational unit, Kuya Dan.
So right now, we're going to discuss about creating an organizational unit. So first of all, we're going to open the uh, Active Directory. So next slide, please. So we're going to select the domain that we are going to need. So under that, we're going to select new and we're going to select new organizational unit. So next, please. So here we are going to name our organizational unit as TCPET 414OU and as a description, TCPET 414 organizational group. So next slide, please. After that, we click OK, and that's all. We have created our OU. So next up is we're going to create users inside our organizational unit. It's only simple as 1, 2, 3. So next slide, please. So we're going to create 3 accounts inside our organizational unit. So first of all, we are going to double click the OU and we are going to click on the blanks. We're going to right click on the blank space and select new end users. So next, we're going to create 3 accounts, DLSUD CPE, DLSUD ECN, DLSUD IE with 3 different or unique passwords inside them. So after you create those users, click OK, and there you go. We have created our users. So next up is we're going to reset the password if the users has a problem with their passwords. So we're going to search their names on the global search. Next, we're going to right click, and select the set password on that user. Next, we are going to enter a new password for them and click a required field, whether it's they can change the password, or they need to change the password, or they cannot change the password, whatever they need to do. So that's all for me. So next up is enabling recycle bin feature.
So sa recycle bin, naka-encounter kami ng error dito which is hindi siya ma-enable. So para maayos 'yun, pumunta kami ng Active Directory. Then doon is i-a-add namin si PC server sa schema admin and yung isa, yun nga, ipapasok lang natin si PC server sa schema admin, then i-restart lang si PC, then yun na, gagana na siya. Then after that, naka-enable na si recycle bin, so makapag-delete na tayo ng user. Then si deleted user, makikita na natin siya sa list ng mga deleted, then may option na doon na mare-restore natin siya. After natin ma-restore, proceed na tayo sa part 3.
So, ayan. Yung tinutukoy lang ni Angel po kanina is Active Directory users and users tool. Nandun po yung schema and enterprise admin. So, dito po sa kasunod, si application na. Ang una po namin ginawa is subnetting table. So, sa subnetting table, since meron kaming tatlong user, isang server PC, and isang default gateway, gumamit po kami ng /29 na /29 na prefix length. So, sa /29 prefix length, pasok na po dun yung 5 users na kailangan namin. Tapos, ginamit po namin yung .1 ng 192.168.100.0 network. Ginamit po namin yung .1 niya as the server IP address, yung .2 sa CPE, .3 sa ECE, and .4 sa IP. So, itong mga user na to, ito rin yung mga kinreate namin kanina sa organizational group. So, hindi na po kami gumawa ng panibagong users. Kung ano po yung ginawa po namin kanina as users, yun na po yung ginamit namin. So, yung subnet masks po niya is since /29, 255.255.255.248. Then, yung default gateway po na ginamit namin is yung last usable host, which is yung .6 nung 192.168.100 network. Tapos, since gumagamit po kami ng router na from PLDT po siya, so ginamit po namin yung DNS ng PLDT, which is 192.168.5.1. So, yun po yung naging preferred DNS ni server. Tapos, alternative DNS ng clients namin. Ngayon po, yung preferred DNS po ng clients namin is yung IP address ng server po namin. So, dito po, 5 lang po yung nagamit namin. So, meron pa kaming isa pang available host para sa subnetting table. So, ito po yung topology namin. Meron kaming isang router, isang switch. May switch kami, physical switch. Meron kaming 3 physical computers na hindi naka-VMware. Naka 10 Pro po sila and 11 Pro na OS, which is magagamit para mapalitan yung domain ng bawat PC. Kasi kapag home lang po, hindi po namin papalitan yung domain ng PC. Naka-work group lang po siya. So, dito po, napapalitan namin. Tapos, yung server po namin is naka-VMware. Doon po naka-install yung Windows Server 2022 po namin. Naka-bridge po yung connection niya para lumabas po siya sa PC namin. So, ito po yung 3 accounts na ginawa namin kanina, CPE, ECE, and IE. Ayun po. And, ayan po yung accounts. Then, after po namin i-connect gamit yung LAN cable, sinet po namin yung IP addresses ng 3 PC sa IP address ng addressing table namin. So, After po maset yon sa TCP IPv4 properties, yung IP address, subnet, and DNS, pining na po namin sila. So, nung nagpiping po sila successfully, so tatlo pong PC nagpiping na po, ginawa po namin is nare-name po namin yung computer name ng CPE, ECNI, then restart. Then after po namin mag-restart, nag-change po kami ng domain to dlsud.tcpet414.com domain. Tapos lahat po sila is nakapasok sa domain namin. So, yun lang po.